Welcome to Retrobot, the YouTube channel where we feed a friendly space robot a diet of pure nostalgia. I'm Clay, and tonight we are talking about Transformers Armada. And we are here with the amazing Dawn.
Hello.
I'd like to apologize. I introduced Transformers Armada before I introduced you. You are not second fiddle to Transformers Armada. No! I know he looks like candy, but no, bad. So, before we start talking about Transformers Armada, part whatever we are in our retrospective series about Transformers Armada, is it 3? Are we at 3?
4.
4? Quattro. El Quattro.
Megatron, Prime with jet pants, Decepticons, now Autobots.
Oh, okay. All right. So, we are going to do show and tell. So, first and foremost, we have a Magica Dispel doll from Pirate Steven. He sent this to her as a gift. And Magica Dispel is far cuter than I ever remember her being in the show. Like this is adorable. So thank you very much, Pirate Steven. Do not put that in your mouth.
It looks delicious.
No. Why would I even hand that to you here?
I don't know.
What was I thinking? So anyway, she is an exclusive from the D23 event a few weeks ago. So thank you so much, Pirate Steven. You are amazing. Thank you very much.
I will have roast duck later.
We also found these in the cheap figures bin at D&E Collectibles, and this is Optimus Minor and Nocturo. A couple of Beast Wars characters. Nocturo is a Fusor who is part bat, part bull, all cop. And that's not how that works.
I am vengeance.
I am the knight.
I am Bat Bull. No.
Okay. And this is Optimus Minor, and he turns into a little monkey. We don't have his tail. I can certainly make a tail.
A tail weapon that got lost?
I know. What are the chances? Because when you transform him, you take the tail out, and it becomes a weapon. At least in the case of Monkey Boy here, he still looks like a monkey even without his... No!
Steak.
It's bat guano.
Bull Pucky.
That does not make it better. I'm just saying that does not
dead
make
cow.
it better.
Cows are yummy.
It's part cow, part bat.
So it's flying cow, so...
But yeah, and you know, this is a guy that's interesting. I may do a short circuits about this guy just because he's interesting, and he's interesting too. But he's got secrets. There are secrets in here. Secrets. Ooh. So, all right, let me set those aside. There, we'll put them right over there so that Don cannot put them in his mouth. So, also, before we get into our normal amount of ridiculousness, we very seriously wanted to throw out just a message of love and support to our friends in Florida that are suffering under ridiculous inclement weather. To Nate and his family, Connie, Lyric, Cadence, Cinder, and Ella, I hope that you are all doing very well and have already gone through the worst of this. And to AJ Stinson and any of our other Floridian viewers, we hope that you were able to ride out the storms in safety and didn't suffer any big losses. So we are thinking of you. Monica was kind of kept up all night because she kept waking up, checking the weather reports and looking to see if the storms were hitting the areas where our friends were, which they were. So then she'd look for the news, and that's what you do when you can do absolutely nothing to help a situation. You obsessively watch the news. So, also,
I figured we'd start with the Living Dead All-Stars, which is going to be in, like 2 weeks.
So yeah, show coming up, the Living Dead All-Stars Living Dead Weekend in Evans City. For those who don't know, Evans City, which is not far from here, is where the original Night of the Living Dead was filmed. And
one of the people that's going to be there is Russ. They're coming to get you, Barbara Striner, amongst others.
So,
and I'm not allowed to eat this one because it's their only copy.
Yeah, this is our only one. So no eating until like right before.
Now tomorrow is PGX Gaming at the Monroeville Expo Mart. So we're going to this. We're doing this tomorrow. There is going to be live music as opposed to dead music.
You know, you can get dead music at this event.
I was going to say, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Now, what's interesting is this event I'm talking about now is sponsored by the Living Dead Museum. So the gaming thing is sponsored by the Living Dead Museum.
All right.
We've got Video Game Lounge. I think we may have to hit up the Video Game Lounge.
Okay.
Tattoo artists. Okay. Yeah. Cosplay contest. Cool. 50 plus hours of tabletop. 50 plus hours of tabletop gaming. Yay. Arcade. Pinball. There's panels.
I suck at pinball.
There's guests. Do you suck at guests?
No, of course not. No.
Gaming tournament. 140 vendor tables. Pretty much that's what I'm going for. I'm going for vendor tables.
I'm actually hoping that I might see some Vectrex stuff.
There might be.
You know, like if somebody has overlays and they aren't ridiculously overpriced, that would be cool.
Yeah. But it's tomorrow and Sunday.
ColecoVision.
You know, and they do quality flyers. Let me tell you.
Well, you just gonna so are you gonna like swallow that?
Maybe.
The jury's still out, huh?
It might taste like nostalgia.
Okay. Well, that's horrible. All right, let's get to some toasts. I imagine that you could use something to wash that down. So, a toast to Tie Guy.
Two toasts, because Rob has had an extra bad week, and today as well. To Rob S.
So wait, are we toasting the fact that he had a bad week? I don't want to toast that. I toast to Rob in support.
It just says Rob as extra drink because he had a bad weekend.
You know what, Rob? I hope that you're toasting with something a little bit stronger than Canada Dry Zero Sugar Ginger Ale. We are very glad that you're here.
Have a flyer. They're yummy.
we're glad that you're here, and we hope that this live stream marks a turn in your week. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, a toast to Colleen.
Oh yes, Colleen. We already did that. Oh wait, no, it's Asher and Michael Spicer. I was thinking.
No, you have to say Asher and Michael Spicer.
You have to say that.
Asher and Michael Spicer. Yo, we get into this one?
Yeah.
Okay. A toast to Nate, Connie, Lyric, and Cadence Fillion.
And a toast to Setsune Wave.
Hey, toast to Setsune. You know, the only problem is that ginger ale, makes me belch. I belch a lot. And then I have to come up with complex sentences, and halfway through it, it's like...
It's just better to be like, keep going.
And then you kind of have that buildup in your cheeks, but you can't let it out. You have to just kind of speak it out and pretend that nothing happened.
Out, belch it all out. These are the things we can belch about. Come on. I'm talking to you. Come on. So Mike says that you need to feed Don before you guys go on air, Clay.
Well, I swear, we fed him.
No.
We got KFC.
No.
I will bring the bucket down here to prove that we got.
A lie.
The bucket is not a lie. We
a lie.
can get the bucket in here, and you will see that anyway. So we're doing Transformers Armada Part 4. We've got the Autobots. Look at we got Autobots. We got an Autobot here. We got an Autobot here. We've got an Autobot over here. And we've got an Autobot here and his jam. So, yeah, we've got Transformers Armada. Part of the first wave of Armada toys. Turns we're turkey. Oh, we already switched slides. Okay, well then, let me move some of these guys around here so that you can actually see. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move him over there, and we're going to move him and him and him and. We will get to him, I promise. Thank you. You can't even see, they can't see what you're doing.
I'm sure they can hear it.
So, do we need to turn on that camera just so that we can show them when you're screwing around with stuff on the table?
Then you're never gonna show anything else.
That he makes an excellent point. So, all right.
And just so you know that I made Rob's day by doing he says, wonderful job of Tears for Fears. He loved it. He said, wonderful. Totally. Totes.
You're a nice guy, Rob.
No, he said mangling. He wouldn't have said that.
Well, okay, you're an accurate guy, Rob. All right, so first we're going to talk about Red Alert. We've got Red Alert. And I'm very disappointed because right now his sound box is not working, and I tried to fix it real quick before the show, and it was not successful. So, but we do have we have the spring-loaded actions. Wait here. Okay, here we have spring. So I've got a Minicon here, and you can pull him back, and then the missile thing shoots, and we don't have the missile. We got him secondhand. He didn't have his missile, but if I push him forward, then there's supposed to be lights and sounds, and they don't do anything because he's not working. But I do have a clip of the sound. So yeah, it would if I pressed here. So it does that, or at least it's supposed to do that. There's also a gimmick built into the front here, and this is a shooty thing. So we need a toy chosen completely at random. That is
shit. Here we go again.
No, we're not doing wheelie. Danny Trejo. Oh, Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern. That's perfect.
I thought so.
and look, he glows green. So hey Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, do you want to sell us some cellular phone service or something like that?
I mean, nothing says Mint Mobile like a guy in green.
That's true.
You run this on Mint Linux.
That's true. Also, I just realized that I just showed everybody the hole in my thumb. I gave everybody like a good close-up view of the hole in my thumb. Sorry about that. Blame work. It was so. Anyway, let's go here. We'll put Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern right there. Okay, come on. You can stay there. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Just stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Come on. Stand up. Stand up. There we go. He's standing up. All right, and then we take his Minicon is Long Arm. And Long Arm is actually a pretty cool little guy. We'll look at him in just a second. But you plug him in, and when you plug him into the front, then the bumpers open up, and then he's got a disc shooter inside, which unfortunately we don't have the disc either, but the disc from Transformers Generation 2 Optimus Prime or Robots in Disguise Scourge both fit. So then we just pull back. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, if you are missing the original disc, you can just slip one of these in there and go to town. So that's actually pretty cool. And then we have the Minicon himself, which is pretty cool. Let's extend his boom. He's like a little crane truck. And let's do this here. Wait, get out of the way, Ryan Reynolds. Nobody likes you.
Well, no. People like Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, great. Everybody hates the
Ryan
Green
Reynolds,
Lantern.
Hal Jordan Green Lantern.
Even Ryan Reynolds hates that movie. So, all
I
right.
paid to see that movie in 3D.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What were you thinking? You've seen some really, really bad movies in the theater.
Okay, it ranks in my like top 10 of worst movies I've seen.
You saw Wonder Woman 86 in the
84.
theater,
or
84.
Yeah, well, I wanted to give money to my theater, and also me and Chad wanted to see where that would rank on our worst list that we've seen together. One thing I hold against Green Lantern is because we saw that in 3D, we saw the previews for Immortals. So we went to see Immortals, which is the Greek. It was a Greek themed movie with gods, and they had this awesome fight scene with like the Greek gods fighting the 100-handers. That was in the previews, and that was the only cool thing in the whole movie. I started to fall asleep during that damn movie.
Wow.
And it's Green Lantern's fault I went to see that movie.
Wow. So where does that put Green... I'm specifically wondering which is worse. The Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie or Wonder Woman 84?
I'm going to go with the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, because honestly, Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern didn't make me laugh of its stupidity as much as Plus, I got to see Wonder Woman 84 in big comfy seats that reclined back and just had my popcorn. And I was giving money to my local theater, so I'm going here expecting to have a good time. I went to that movie expecting to see a good DC superhero movie.
So your expectations were much higher for Green Lantern.
Yes.
See, my expectations were higher for Wonder Woman. And
I expected it to be a tragedy, and I was
because the first one was so good.
I understand.
It was so good.
It was good.
It was like a perfect movie.
I don't know, perfect, but it was a really good movie. But you know.
Okay, so anyway, we got Long Arm here. And was that a good segue? So we got Long Arm here, and yeah, he turns into a crane truck, and crane trucks are already cool. Like you know, having a boom here and a big long crane thing and a hook that moves. I mean, you know, that's already got a lot of play value for a
It's
little
got the
tiny.
boom. It brings the boom.
It brings the boom. Yo, I don't know. Is great. That's great. You know.
It's got no legs. Flailing about.
So we've got a boom truck here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting a message from my finger. Perry Viking is here. So a toast to Perry Viking. I'm sorry for what you just saw, sir.
Not sorry. It's not fair. I'm drinking.
It's
I
not
can't-
alcoholic.
Well,
Yeah, it's an energy drink.
She's playing the music. I can't make the Transformers do their job when the music's playing.
Well, you know what? I bet that Hotshot has. Yeah, all you're really doing is jiggling.
Well, because he's got no articulating legs.
Hotshot, he's got some.
I
He's
know,
got some.
but I was saving him for later.
So, all right. So we were gonna show like a toy or something.
We were? Oh.
Yeah. So, what we do with him, we fold his crane thing back, and then we fold out his legs, which are in the front here, and then you just stand him up. Pretty straightforward Minicon. I guess you can pull the arms out away from the sides a little bit, but yeah, he's just a little dude. He's a little dude, and he looks like that. And I feel like that's pretty dark. Let me adjust that just a little bit. So blip and blip blip. There. Is that a little bit easier to see what's going on, or do I need another blip? There's another blip. So all right. So yeah, my hand's a little bit washed out, but at least you can see what's going on. He's dark blue and black. And so it's very hard to see all the detail, but he's not a bad looking little guy. I mean, he does what he's supposed to do as a Minicon. There we go. Yeah. And so, you know, little robot guy. He's got little moving arms, and you can kind of get him to move his leg up like that. And this joint is pretty floppy, but you know, it does what it's supposed to do, and plus he's got a boom behind him, which helps him to stand up. So you know, like that's a cool little dude. I like the little dude. He's a good little dude, and that's Long Arm. And then we look at Red Alert, and I'm going to turn the exposure back down because he is being completely lost. So we've got black Minicon that you can't see because it's too dark, and then white Red Alert that you can't see because he's too white. So that's what we're doing on tonight's live stream. But there is Red Alert. We got this Red Alert secondhand. Boy, we've had him for a while, haven't we? Yeah, I think we got him at the Groovy store. No? What? eBay? Oh, we got him on eBay. Okay, well... But you can see that he's got molded in Autobot sign, which is pretty decent. It would be cooler if they hadn't filled in the cracks with the paint, but it's fine. Let's see. We got him right when we started this series, anticipating that we'd need him. Oh, okay. So yeah, he's on eBay. How much about? 15? Okay, so
and
15
speaking
isn't bad.
of eBay, Hope is here.
Yes, nothing says eBay like Hope.
Wait a minute.
That doesn't make any sense. But hey, toast to you, Hope. That's okay. So, sorry you had to see that, Hope. So here we have
Blame Monica. As long as she keeps running that music.
So here we have Red Alert, and he's got a big, chunky vehicle mode. He turns into an emergency SUV. Actually, wait, we had a slide about him, didn't we? So he turns into a Nissan Patrol Rescue SUV and comes with long arm. We talked about that. He is. He's got some extra things that we're going to show in his robot mode, but we have shown the gun that comes out of there and the disc that fires at Green Lantern there. Do we want to show that again? Because I feel like there was a chance that somebody missed Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. And here we'll just turn Long Arm back into a little missile truck, and we'll just plug him in right here. And then, oh, come on. Oh, get back in there. All right. What? No! It fired! We saw it fire! Come on, do it again! We want to see it again! There we go. So, that's good. So, what? It worked! It worked! Don't give me the sad trombone. It worked. All right, so yeah, he's got a pretty cool vehicle mode. I like the red windshield and the translucent parts up here. And every now and then, when we do stuff, you can see the lights start to flash because the electronics are trying to work, but they don't. Let's see. Yeah. I saw it do something for a second there. Ah, yeah, there. There, you can see it flash. So.
Dun 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 dun.
So, and. Shh. Ah! No, don't. We don't need that. So, normally we'd have sounds like this. And more importantly, we'd have this sound.
Yes, and that is very unfortunate that it does not make that sound.
And it really is.
It really is, because, I really will miss that not being on this side of the little styrofoam.
I am disappointed that we don't have that sound, but what's important is I could just leave this little window open here, and then anytime I need to, I can go... I can't see the screen. We're going to have to practice that one.
Hey, she started it.
So here, I'm moving this over here so that when Don puts his hands right in front of the computer screen, then I can still do this. All right, so getting back to whatever his name was. See, it's funny because the thing says Red Alert. Woo. Anyway, All right, so
No, his name is Woo 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 Woo.
All right, so here's our guy. It's a good chunky vehicle mode. He's got gold on the tires. He's got a stripe. He's got
Nothing
decent
says rescue vehicle like gold rims.
gold rims and red windows and sticker windows. And is that a sticker? No, that's painted. Okay, I think that's paint. That might be a sticker. I think that's a sticker. I'm not sure, but I think that's a sticker. We've got some painted taillights. The feet, like I have never gotten the feet to look right when I transform him, and the reason is because on one of these flaps in here, let's see here. Wait, there's a flap here.
You know, speaking of not being able to get feet right in flaps, Osaka Jack is here.
Sure, because a toast to Osaka Jack and not being able to get feet to look right. I don't know. I apologize for this live stream.
Warning is on the tin.
You
get what it says.
I'm regretting so many of my life decisions right now. Anyway, so a toast to Osaka Jack.
I already toasted him and finished a can and opened another one.
I saw that. That was very good. That's very good. So yeah, he's got this Minicon port here, which we're going to show you in a bit, but it gets in the way of the leg, and so I try turning the leg around so that the hollow place on the inside of the leg lines up with that, which does work, but then the feet don't seem to line up. Like there's just this geometry. They really didn't think out this geometry at all. They just it's just kind of there. So, nonetheless, as long as you don't look at the back end, everything else is actually pretty decent.
Well, that's not appropriate for this live stream at all, not looking at the back end. I just, we'll have to point that out.
It's not all about twerking. I'm just going to say that the live stream is not all about twerking.
No, it's not all about twerking.
So anyway, yeah, that is the vehicle mode. It's a cool vehicle mode. I really dig it. And it's very, very rolly. It's chunky. The one thing that Armada did well was that they made toys that were fun to play with. They weren't necessarily trying to make the most posable figures, but they were making things that were rolly and it's like, hey, even just in this form, I want to play with this because it's a truck and it's a rolly truck, and I just kind of want to do that. No, I'm not letting you. No. But you just want to roll it around on stuff and have it go. So that's a fun thing with this, and yet it also turns into a robot. So let's show that. Let's show the whole. So we've got red alert here. I'm going to back up on the camera just a little bit, and so we've got the doors that open. And that's cool, opening doors, even if there isn't like a passenger compartment inside. It's always cool when you can open the doors. So you do that as part of the transform. And then you pull down the body. And then you're going to bring the whole hood down, and it's going to click, and that's going to allow the back to line up with this. But let's go ahead and take these little fender things and move them out of the way so that the back can go like that. And then we can also bring the head up, and I think I triggered this. I'm not sure that the top is supposed to pop up the way that it did, but mine did. So you have that, and it's done. Oh wait, no, it's not done. It's not done. So we can spread the legs out, and then we take the feet, And the feet, now see, I have them rotated around. I don't know if that's officially the right way to do it, but that's what I've found works. And so I'm going to rotate the feet, and then I'm going to pull out the heel, and I'm going to flip that around. And then we've got these doors, which go like that. And then we can bring down the arms, and the arms are just kind of curled up. And Red Alert has one arm. Red Alert. You know, it almost sounds like somebody's just saying, woo, 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 woo. So he's got this 5mm port instead of a hand. And what you've got here is you've got weapons that are stored in this fender here, which just came out. Ours only has one of the two, but fortunately it's the one that you see most often. So it normally would just click inside of there for storage. And I do like that all of this stuff is stored in the guy. You know, like they thought about the weapons storage, which is very, very cool. So then you can take that and you can put it on here and give him a blaster hand. And the other one was like a 3-barreled blaster, but actually it wasn't all that different looking. So I don't feel like I'm missing out by not having the other barrel. So we also have the shoulder cannon here, which looks great on his shoulder. You can leave it locked in just like that and then have him be normal. But if we put in the Minicon, then you can do that. And then he does a very cool flip over the shoulder thing. So Osaka Jack says... Wait, here, let me change views here. The blue on his legs and arms makes me think he's wearing a tracksuit for some reason. And Rob says, such skinny arms for a bulky guy. Yeah, so what we have here is a guy that does kind of look like he's in the Russian tracksuit gang.
Tracksuit Mafia.
The Tracksuit Mafia. Was that in Barry?
No, that was in
Hawkeye. Yes.
Yeah, the Tracksuit Mafia who ends up working for
yes,
Kingpin.
So yeah, he does look a little bit like he belongs to Tracksuit Mafia, and yeah, he's got these skinny legs and a really he's got a Barbie doll waist and a kind of a chunky chest body. So that's he's got dynamic body proportions. Now here's something else that we can do. You can take the gun off and let him carry it. And normally the gun would have a missile that has a claw into it. It's not like a claw that automatically deploys, but it's a claw missile. So, you know, hooray for claw missiles. But unfortunately, we don't have the missile. So you don't get to see the claw missile. He also has... Wait here. Pull that out. And then we'll rotate... Let's see. Wait here. We'll do that. Okay, so... He also has a Minicon repair station built into his leg. So you take your Minicon and you put him right there on that peg. And this is the peg that kind of causes problems for his legs when he's transformed in vehicle mode. But, you know, you put your Minicon on there and you got your scanning screen and some paint detail here. And so, you know, this is like a Minicon repair bay. And then he can be like, I'd fix you if I could see you, but I can't really reach you very well. But there he is. And so, yeah, he can do that. And I think that's cool. I think that's a cool feature.
Does this Minicon on my leg make my leg on the side of my legs look? The rest of my legs look skinny.
Honey, does this Minicon make my legs look fat? And is it bad fat or like PHAT fat? That's I just what do you think? What do you think? I don't know. So yeah, we've got that. Let's go ahead and show some of his articulation. His head moves all over the place. Like it even like bobs up and down, which is a little bit unsettling. But yeah, he can say no, he can say yes. His shoulders are actually pretty well articulated, especially due to the transform here. He can move his arms way back out of the way.
You know, when you're doing the I just wanted to mention something to everybody here. Yeah, that I was just thinking about as you're doing this. So bring the camera. You know.
You want to?
I want to look at the camera.
Address.
Yeah.
You want to address the folks.
I thought your audience should really pay attention to the fact, like, so when you're going through articulation, Clay is very, very, very concerned about Transformer being consensual. Because it's always, can they say no and can they say yes? Can they consent or not consent?
I don't ask them before I do surgery.
But you want to make sure they can express their consent. It's important. An important feature of the toy that it can emote consent. Doesn't mean they can actually.
It's not that I care about the consent, but it's important that they can give it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, it's important that they can give the consent or not give the consent. Not saying that anything else happens outside of the ability to give it.
So we've got. We've got a swivel at the bicep. He's got a double joint at the elbow, which makes it so that his little skinny arms can fold up a lot, which, of course, that's important for transformation, but is also nice for a play feature because it makes his arms very, very posable. It seems like he should have a waist pivot, but he does not. The big fenders here really get in the way of being able to move the legs around freely. He's got a little bit of hip articulation. His legs can go up and down, but not back, and not far out to the side, but he can do a decent A stance. So that's pretty cool. He's also got a bend at the knee and a swivel at the thicep. So that's cool. And then he's also got an ankle joint that moves his foot forward and back, but not an ankle tilt, because that wasn't really a thing back in the days of Armada. So yeah, that is him in his robot mode, and you can take a look. He's a decently molded guy. He's got personality. I like the colors. Yeah, this is a decent toy. You know, I think that the white and red and bright blue works. I like the vehicle mode, but he is very, very chunky, and the big fenders really do get in the way. The back kibble, there's a lot of back kibble. It's cool looking back kibble, but it does really, around here, it really gets in the way of allowing his legs to move. I think that we could very easily see a legacy version of this in the next year or so. But
to be honest, you got the workings of a decent red alert out of using JP.
Oh yeah, JP93.
JP93.
And who knows? Maybe that's what they will do.
That's an easy remold and retool. So
yeah, he's a cool guy. He's got cool play features. He also is very weighty and solid. So yeah,
which is interesting. He's weighty and solid, yet thin, yet chunky. What
I will say is he's got dynamic proportions. You know, he goes from big and chunky
Does he have
to
light
little
piping
skinny.
in his head?
You know, it seems like that's light piping, but it doesn't seem like it works very well. Yeah, okay, you can see that in the camera there. His eyes light up more, and then I see now it's black, and now it's red. Black and red. Black.
Woo, 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 woo.
Wait a minute, I can make that happen. So yeah, that is Red Alert. If I would have had this toy when I was a kid, I would have loved it. Like I would have loved this toy. And even with the awkwardness, like you can always move the fenders out of the way just to be able to move his legs in different ways. And the fact that they kind of pivot out also gives you the ability to get them out of the way. But of course, they only have 2 stops. Like it's open like this or flat against the leg. What they really needed was an in-between spot where it would rest easily, just to kind of get them enough out of the way that he could move his legs a little bit more freely. You know, or just have tension on the joint, but don't have it snap to one position or another. That also would have worked, but they didn't do that, and it's fine. You know, I think that overall it's still a cool toy, and I'm gonna get that sound box working so that I'll have a reason to take the batteries out. Perry Vikings says, the light piping gives off a Peter Weller vibe, like RoboCop. Wait, here. So, there we go. Oh, wait, here. Yeah. There he is.
Please put down your weapon. You have 20 seconds to comply.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Have you seen my latest dig for the pharaohs?
What?
Peter Weller was also known for doing a bunch of Egyptology videos, so I just threw out the weird thing. It's like, RoboCop digging up the pharaohs.
Okay. All right, no.
You said these were liquors.
No, I did not.
Yeah,
I
you
did
did.
not.
You
I
totally
said
said-
stickers.
you said
I
you
said
thought these were
stickers.
liquors.
No, stickers. Stickers. Stick.
Nom.
Stick. It does not make you the new leader.
Totally makes you the new leader. Totally. Totes. Totes McLeader.
So, all right. Well, enough of that for now.
Starscream's my jam.
And yeah, speaking of jam, we've got Hotshot, who's always in a jam. Yeah, we've got our Space Jam, which is a whole other thing. You know what? If you wanna taste that, then you just go right ahead.
Tastes like space.
Probably tastes like dish soap. So
Might smell like it too.
it does smell like dish soap, but it's not. It's jam.
Look, it's just soap and it's blue. You know what that means? It's dawn.
Oh. Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us this evening. If you want to support the live stream, then I don't know. No! Stop! So, all right. So we've got Hot Rod. Look, that's Hotshot, and he's a little bit dark.
Woo! Hotshot. Woo!
So there we have Hotshot, and he is kind of he's the kind of the star of Transformers Armada. He was the character that probably had the most well-developed arc in the show, and I believe that he was intended at one point to kind of be Bumblebee, and then they wanted to go more in the direction of Hot Rod, and they ended up kind of smushing them together and creating Hotshot. So you have a brash, impulsive, hot-tempered, youthful, inexperienced yellow guy.
Right, and basically because, as Perry Viking was mentioning, they basically lost the copyright on Hot Rod, and so they needed
Hot Shot, which, you know, that I
and
I
in
can
Japan
see why.
he was actually named Hot Rod.
Ah, okay, well, so we see it's easy to see how he's kind of related to both characters in a lot of ways. His robot mode is weird. First of all, you have these shoulders. He can do jumping jacks, and he can kind of hold his arms up, but when he holds his arms up, he doesn't look like he has hands anymore.
He's what up, my peeps? Hot shot in the house.
And I you know, sometimes you just give up. I'm just gonna, and this is a life lesson for all of you younger viewers. You reach a point at which you just stop fighting, and you jiggle Hot Shot. So yeah, his head doesn't move at all. He does have a visor that comes down.
He gives, you know, in that mode, it's like, I feel like it's an updated GoBot.
You know, I'll be honest. I'm not all that wild about Hotshot. At least not this version of Hotshot. Because with all of his rounded features and kind of awkward mobility, he feels a little bit juvenile to me, you know, almost like a toy for a much younger kid, and so
you feel like he should be a rescue bot.
I feel like he should be a rescue bot. Yeah.
Actually, I think Hotshot ended up being a rescue bot later in the line.
He probably was. You do have ball joints at the hips. You have a ball joint at the knee so that you can kind of simulate a swivel at the thicep. You can bend. He's got spring-loaded flipper feet, and so that's the robot mode. However, you can do this. So he's got a Minicon port on his butt. And you take Jolt, the little helicopter, and you plug it in.
So you give him a jolt to the butt.
And then...
And speaking of jolts to the butt...
Grayscale is here! By the power of Grayscale!
I really wasn't going to actually do that segue till Monica held up her finger. And I'm like, okay.
You're owning it.
I'm like, I was going to hold back on that one.
Just so that you know, these two play off of each other. And they kind of both encourage their worst tendencies. Just so you know, No, this is truth, okay? I'm giving the internet the truth, okay? Both Monica and Dawn encourage each other to be worse. Great. Oh yeah, well... I now have a sound effect!
Only I knew how to give it to her. I don't know, man. I can't ship it over. I would.
What, the sound effect?
Yeah, I totally would give that to Monica.
You know,
You will never hear the end of it on streams.
No, I don't even think that I have a chat window open to her.
No,
So,
there's no way to no.
There's no way to do it. Okay.
Trust me. That's the first thing on my mind is there a way I can get this to her quickly? And I'm like, nope.
If I could drop the file, I'd totally drop the file, but nope, can't do it. I could drop it on our. No, I'm not gonna do it. All right, we got a live stream to do. We got like a mixer view, and we're plugging Jolt into Hot Rod's butt so that this will happen. Oh wait, I think that I have to pull it down, maybe?
You're not jolting him in the butt right.
So, here's what's interesting.
When you put
you put the thing in, but by plugging Jolt in, the front of the helicopter blocks the thing from being able to spring up, and then he's got a differential and an axle on his head. but it's supposed to do a thing. Okay. So wait here, you do this, and when you slide it up, then that makes it go forward, and then this is like a firing missile launcher, but we don't have the missile. Which is sad.
Oh, is it?
No, that one is the one that I got many years ago, and I was going to show that because I had to do a lot of reconstruction on it.
I just wondered if it had a missile in
it. No, it does not. It didn't even have back wheels.
Yeah, I see this.
It didn't.
Yeah, wow.
So you know, he's got that. I mean, nothing's cooler than a guy with a bazooka on the top of his head. He has an Axel Zuka weapon. It's an Axel Zuka weapon. That's known in enjoyer of.
He's a known enjoyer of jam.
Oh, he's known enjoyer of jam. Okay, wait here. Let's go ahead and show the internet view. So yeah, this is. Jam. Yum jam. So yes.
I like at the bottom. It's capital and others. It's like there's just punctuation, spelling, just all out. The window.
That's the internet for you.
And of course, the other thing is that just today was dropped
Transformers Legacy Evolution Armada Universe Hotshot. And so it looks like he's going to be a deluxe class figure. Looks like a nice mold. Yeah, he looks updated. Looks I like the colors. So yeah, I think that's going to be a keeper. And now that car mode looks like the photography has been taken from a suspicious angle, because it seems like the back end is kind of like empty. But it might still be a cool looking car mode. Who knows? But yeah, I feel like they're using some of their special photography to hide sins. Still looks like a nice figure. Looks like some good articulation. A little bit less chibi. Definitely less chibi. So yeah, that just dropped today. So that's cool.
His weapon can become the engine.
Well, that is something that this guy actually does. So yeah, let me put his head Zuka back in place. And so he does come with a gun here, and let's see, the gun does something. How do you?
You put the post in the fist.
Except that the post is smaller than the hole in the fist. So, does it? That's weird.
Does it go on the under? Is there a hole?
So
and it goes on the under?
there is a Minicon port here, so you can. I mean, this actually can plug in up here on his Minicon post. Wow. So yeah, he is shown. Yeah, I always thought that this was supposed to turn into a hand weapon, but it doesn't go there. Yeah, it doesn't have a gun handle. These two little posts. I'm surprised. We have learned something. I wonder if these can like plug into the chest. Oh, look, you can sort of do. Okay, you can do that. He's got a couple little holes on there. You can do that. Yay.
Let me take a look at the gun for a second. Let me see this gun.
So right here, it's barely holding on. So I don't know. Yeah, that's the engine. I promise you, I mean, it's not that complicated of a part.
There's a Minicon port on it, and then these little posts, but you'd think it would fit.
Yeah. You would think that those would be 5mm posts, but they are not. They are not. Yeah. So, I kind of want to show people the toy.
Oh, you want to show people the toy? Huh?
I want to show people the toy.
Oh, you want to show people the toy?
There he is. Yes, give me that. So, the good news is that that if you wanted to, you could absolutely you could plug this back in here if you didn't have the Minicon, and then
it probably worked better.
You know what? I'm not sure it would. It doesn't. It doesn't. You know, because these things get in the way. So I don't understand what to do with this. It's I guess you just kind of do that, and then you get to see the ugly inside of the molded part. Yeah, you just hide your face in shame, Hotshot. Just hide your face in shame. So let's go ahead and turn this sad robot into a car, because he makes a crappy robot. So, all right, let's see. What we're going to do is we're going to put the feet together like this. We're going to flip the feet in. We are going to take the flaps on the arms and pull them out. We're going to swivel at the bicep to bring these in, and then bring these together here like this. We're going to close the back end against the spoiler, and then, yeah, once again, we've got opening doors, which is cool. I like the opening doors. And then you got a cool little sports car, and you've got an engine that plugs in. And when you press it, the bumpers open up so that it's like a grabby weapon, you know, sort of a grabby weapon. I mean, more of flippers. He's got flippers. but yeah, you press and then that. Well, there it goes. there goes his engine. It's gone forever now. He comes with Jolt. Jolt is his Minicon partner, and he turns into a little helicopter, and that's pretty cool. Jolt is very red. Well, actually, kind of an orange red. He's not even really a good red. He's kind of an orange red. You can turn him into a little Minicon robot. Oh, thank you, Hal Jordan. Ryan Reynolds, Hal Jordan. So there, that goes like
Ryan
that.
Reynolds, Hal Jordan can hold that gun.
And maybe he should, but so there is.
Oh yes, Rob S says Jolt, all the sugar, twice the caffeine. Does anybody remember that cola?
Oh gosh, I remember Jolt cola.
I remember Jolt. I remember. Do you remember Josta?
No.
The first of the Guarnine. It tasted slightly of creamy raspberries. It was weird.
I just remember that I tried Jolt Cola a couple times when I was going to Penn State Du Bois campus, and it just kind of made me queasy. Like it was so, it was like just drinking syrup.
Jolt Cola, you got nothing. Try a quarter pound of chocolate covered espresso beans washed down with a liter of Mountain Dew.
And you did that on purpose?
Yeah.
I tried to chug one of those sugar dispensers at a diner once. Chris bet me $10 that I wouldn't do it. I didn't finish it, so I didn't get the $10, but I also didn't owe him $10. We felt like it was a draw. Yeah, but I tried. I was sick after that too. Anyway, so let's go back to Hotshot and Jolt. We've got Jolt over here. He's a little helicopter dude. Move out of the way, Hotshot. So we've got helicopter dude right here, and you can flip around the legs like this, and then fold out legs like that, and then you take the back end and swivel it down, and that gives him his chest. And then you got your little dude. That's a little dude.
Ty Guy had mentioned that Ty Guy's brother wrote the makers of Jolt a letter in high school. They sent them a whole case of different flavors.
Huh.
Kind of reminds me of when Clay sent a letter to
Kellogg's. Complaining about Rice Krispies. No,
it's Fruit Loops. Because it was there
was a significantly low number of lime green loops, and I prefer an equal distribution of fruit flavors, and they sent me a coupon for
Speaking of
$6.
fruit flavors, or fruits in general, Tracy Radcliffe is here.
All right, Tracy Radcliffe.
Tracy.
Welcome.
Y'all.
Welcome, Tracy. I'm so sorry for everything that you're about to see.
I'm not. And Lord knows you should know better.
And Rob says Fruit Loops are actually all the same flavor. Yeah, but the lime green ones are pretty. I mean, they're such an unnatural bright green color.
They make you smarter, more intelligent.
They make you
the trickster.
That was a different series.
That was a different series. Yes, in high school we made up a take on the Flash that was the Flush. So his antithesis villain was the Trickster, a villain based off of
who got his superpowers from eating Trix cereal.
But let me tell you on camera, that stuff was stale.
Well, we never bothered to buy a new box. We bought one box and then started filming for like a year. So oh gosh. So yes, we have Jolt, and here's Jolt, and he just kind of looks like a red, just a red blob of stuff. But
that is slightly disturbing.
The
end of the helicopter.
I see what you're pointing at, and I'm just
why are you pointing back at me? Okay, through the camera lens.
So yeah, Jolt is a happy guy. And he is Hotshot's Minicon
who attaches to his backside to get to pop out the Axel Zuka. I'm just wanting to, let's go down the full rabbit hole.
No, I don't think that we should. I don't think that we want to. Just Oh gosh. So yeah, let's turn Jolt back into a little helicopter so that you can see the stuff that he can do. So one thing that he can do is he can connect to Hotshot's back spoiler, and not like there's a spoiler on the front, but it's a spoiler.
You want me to share a Jack's comment?
So you can plug him in there, and then oftentimes in the show they would show him doing this, and then that would make Hotshot able to fly. So he has...
Yes, this makes him fly. This? No.
No.
That absolutely.
You know, maybe. Maybe it's just like, okay, here's lift, and then when he wants to propel himself, the physics.
He wants to propel himself.
The physics don't line up.
Asaka Jack says, way back in elementary school days, a girl in my daycare decided to raid the kitchen and open a bulk box of tricks and only eat the purple ones. Her barf an hour later was pure lilac in color.
Well, if we want to find out what Dawn's would look like in a very pretty blue...
Thinking about eating things a color at a time. So at my office in Harrisburg, we had a jar of M&Ms.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, tell this story.
So I started eating them color by color to see
how long it would take for somebody to notice.
I was down to just the brown ones.
And didn't somebody in your office say...
Lynn Ann went, ew! Who ate all the M&Ms but the brown ones? And I was like, what? Is there something wrong with the brown ones that you object to? I was like, yeah, it I thought for sure before I got to the brown ones, somebody would notice.
It's once all the color is gone, that's when people really notice.
I mean, admittedly, this was the back in the days before I think red even returned.
Yeah, it would have been just yellow, orange, maybe green.
There was blue. I think there was blue.
I thought blue was more recent than that.
I don't know. There was but there was only a couple. It was red, yellow, or not red, yellow, brown. Well, there were two browns. There were the light browns and the dark browns.
Right, which I always thought was superfluous.
Weird. It's because they didn't have enough colors at the time. They got rid of red because of the dye with red. And speaking of red dye issues, the Machiavellic is here.
Toast to Machiavellic.
I think this was like red dye number 5 or something.
Yeah, what did that do? Like cause Clipper babies or something?
I don't know. Everything caused something.
So that's Hotshot and Jolt, and he does this. I mean, I imagine that if I had been a young kid when Hotshot came out, then I would have really loved this toy.
Oh, and the whole propeller thing, we joke about it,
But that's something that I would have wanted to do when I was a kid.
Well,
anyway.
I mean, let's face it. You remember I built like this ginormous Lego flying. I had a 3-foot Lego ship that was supposed to fly. The wings were thin and skinny, and I'm like, well, that would never work. So I put a giant propeller on top of it because, of course,
that's all you need. Just one big propeller.
Even though, like,
you essentially made the helicarrier from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Kind of, except where the stuff landed had to go through the helicopter blades.
That seems like something you would do.
So the Machiavellic says, fun fact: the first allergy attack I ever had was due to red dye.
No! Oh no! Things were accidentally correct on this live stream. No!
How did that happen?
That's like, we can't even get things correct when we're doing it on purpose.
Here's some Red Bull for your red dye allergy.
A toast to poor Poor Machiavellic. All right, so I wanted to show this. We just got this at the Butler Toy Show, and the guy had a collection of Transformers Armada stuff, and he was letting the figures go for very, very reasonable prices. So yeah, we were very happy to get a good condition secondhand Hotshot, because the one that I got, I want to say that I got this at the Groovy store. This one was not in good condition, and unfortunately it's actually in worse condition now, because the little hook on the engine or on the spring-loaded part that used to be there has broken off, and it used to at least stay down, and now it doesn't. So I have to do some additional work on that.
Till all are broken.
No,
Till all are broken?
No, not till all are broken.
Till all are broken.
Let's try and deploy the cannon thing. So there, we've got that. So this whole deal here, this whole situation here was gone. This was just never there when we got the toy. So, essentially, you imagine, and it didn't have Jolt, so no Jolt, no back axle, just a
Axel Zuka.
Just a flippy outy engine, and nothing else that did anything. So what I did, also, I believe that, let's see,
And in Articulation, he could have consented to this or not. We don't know if Clay would ask. But,
no, he couldn't, because he can't move his head.
Oh well.
So what I did was I built an axle to go through there, and then I cast the wheels. I made a mold of the wheels in the front, and these are Alumilite wheels that I cast and painted and then put in so that my Hotshot would have wheels. And so this is the Hotshot that I had, and at least it used to actually do that. He is, the rest of him is pretty much normal.
It looks like you recast the wings that were the Minicon ports. They're not the right color.
That was they were red, and I had to paint them yellow, and I don't even remember why.
Oh, because they're cast out of red plastic.
Yeah, they're cast out of red plastic,
and painted, and that's why the Autobus symbol's red. So
but why did I have to repaint mine? I don't remember.
I'm assuming the paint must have been really jacked on them.
Yeah, I guess the paint was pretty bad. So yeah, and that gave me a serviceable Hotshot. He never had his engine, so there we go, and there we go, and hi Ashy Slashy, do you like Hotshot? So do I. I'm so glad that you like Hotshot, and you like Dawn.
Hey, Ashy Slashy, you want to see Prime Torque?
That's great.
No!
Just, if anybody ever gets the impression that I live in a constant state of fear, you should go with that. So yeah, he still. I also gave him shoulder articulation. That's right. Yeah, I made it so that the shoulders could go out, and so yeah, mine has shoulders. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. All right. So that was. And I think that's why I had to paint these, because I had to cut along that edge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In order to separate out those fenders, but and so it ended up requiring repainting. But yeah, that I gave my Hotshot for, or at least better improved articulation, and so I'm not hating on my Hotshot. I do need to fix this though.
Roger.
And
Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
You want to throw some A-Team and the Blue Thunder while we're at it? Just...
no. Are we doing that or are we not? No! Give me that. Give me no, mine. I had forgotten that I gave him shoulder joints. I'm very proud of the fact that I gave him shoulder joints. So, yeah, that's what I do. When I see a guy who should have shoulder joints, I give him shoulder joints. That's all I got. All right, so yeah, that is Hotshot. Are we? Yes, we are. We are going to move next to this guy. This is a transformer and a half. No.
Fantastic! Oh, fantastic!
That's great. That is great. All right. Here I'm gonna put him down here. There. All right. So this next one, I wish I had like a piece of paper. Do you have a piece of paper? Oh yeah. You know what? We do have a piece of paper. That's great. Okay. Because my tabletop. Oh, that's even better. That's even better. Okay. So my tabletop is just kind of slippery and it doesn't show this well. But here, let me change views. So we've got Scavenger here. He was released in 2002. He originally came with the Minicon roll bar, which we do not have. This one we got, I think within the last year. Maybe last year. And it was the Too Groovy show. And we got a very good deal on him. He had some, he's in mostly really good shape, except that the rubber tread was split in a lot of places.
There is you did a chill stream that is on this channel. You could watch of him repairing those treads.
Yes, and
you should do that right after watching this video.
Absolutely.
Or you could just do it while you're watching this video.
So he has this walking feature that as he rolls along, he makes noise. And that's, you know what? I actually think that's pretty cool. Like I'm digging that. And I'm also stepping on the A-Team van. Hey, A-Team van.
Speaking of don't tread on me, Setsune says don't tread on me, and you're treading on the A-Team van.
I don't mean to tread on the A-Team van. So yeah, we've got Scavenger here, and he's got a really, really unusual robot mode. He is tricked out with all sorts of gimmicks, from the walking, stomping action to he's got other lights and sounds and things. He's got arms that make He's got working treads, and this is what I think is really clever here. They've given him an elbow joint, but still gave him working treads. I think that that's really impressive. That's actually a very, very cool thing. You know, for a guy whose lower torso is completely immobile and only has the illusion of working legs, he's got good upper body articulation. He's got a waist twist here, and Rob says a tricked out brick. Yeah, a tricked out brick. He absolutely is a tricked out brick. So and Toast too, tricked out brick.
But he is not a brick road.
I'd follow that. Especially if it were yellow.
Many people have.
I'll bet. So we have a swivel at the waist. We've got arms that make noise when you twist them, and they've got a pivot point here, so the arms go in and out and up and down. Like I said, there is a little bit of an elbow tilt, not a lot, but it does help him to look like he's got more natural arms than just like kind of Gen 1 straight robot arms. He's got big claw hands. And so let me see if I have some kind of a toy that I'll choose completely at random. Oh, look, it's Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. Let's just put him in here. Here, put your arms up, Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. And there, yeah. And so he can do that. And so, you know, I always like...
Can he roll over him?
You know, we can try. We can just do this. And there he goes. His head does bob back and forth. He can't nod yes. He can only say no. He has like a little flippy uppy thing right
Maybe
there.
that's how he says yes.
Yeah, maybe that's how he says yes. He wiggles his one ear. So yeah, so we got all of that. You know, I like him. I like this toy, and he breaks all of my normal rules about what makes a Transformers toy fun, but he is fun. He's big, he's chunky, he is kind of unstable. You can tip the toes to make him stand up a little bit better, but see, I just keep wanting to do this. See, he does the moonwalk. So, you know, that's him. Now, if we get a close-up view of him, you can see that we put... I forget the name of this Minicon.
Kitsu... it's back a screen or two. Kabushi.
Kabushi. Cybertron Kabushi. So, yeah, we put this guy on because he matches great, but he doesn't fit in the passenger compartment.
And he's a Decepticon.
But you know, you look at Scavenger here, and Scavenger is in he's Constructicon green and purple.
Yeah, I mean he has a Constructicon name.
Yeah, he's named after Scavenger. So, you know, there is definitely, maybe he is the eighth Constructicon.
Maybe.
Oh.
And when you see him in the cartoon, he's pretending, because he first shows up and he's acting like he's a Decepticon.
Right. Or at least a mercenary.
And speaking of mercenaries... Stolas is here.
Stolas! Welcome, Stolas! Have we ever seen Stolas here before? Welcome, Stolas. This is our first time seeing you in the chat, and so I hope that you're having a good time. Everybody say hi to Stolas!
And Rob mentions that he had a cloak. Yeah, he just, you just...
Yes, he had a... I love it when Transformers wear cloaks. Like, my
I'm a
favorite...
robot in disguise. Nobody will know what I am.
My favorite version of the live-action Megatrons is the one from the third movie where he's wearing a cloak and he has little bugs all over him that he keeps, like, crushing, which I believe are repair bots. Like, they're actively repairing him and he keeps squishing them and flicking them off, which does kind of seem like a Megatron thing to do now that I think about it. But nonetheless, so that's, I'm okay with a Transformer wearing a cloak. I especially liked it in Megatron because then it became the tarp on the back of the truck.
Yeah, had to use, yeah.
That was actually pretty cool. So anyway, we've got the arms making noise. I believe that the waist makes a noise.
The arms and waist all seem to make pretty much the same noise.
Yes, that seems to be the same, but the stomping sound is different.
I like you still got a Minicon just riding in the back.
And we do have a Minicon in the back.
He's just chilling out.
And also, if you press on the head, it does this. So that's important. No. You press on the Autobot sign and it goes. See, I have sound effects too. Yay! All right, so yeah, this is the robot mode, and I like the robot mode. I especially like the head sculpt. I think that he's got a really nice looking head sculpt. It's interesting, He's got he looks like he was shot in the forehead with buckshot, and he's got kind of what he looks a little bit like. It kind of reminds me of the face on Hauler. Road Hauler. We have Road Hauler here.
No, he's back on the. I see what you mean. Because his mouth is kind of open.
He's got a little bit of. So here, let me put these guys on camera together. So we've got Road Hauler with his...
maybe that's Road Hauler's homage that they gave him the...
So, yeah. These guys, I mean, they're both Autobots. They both are sporting Constructicon color schemes, and so I kind of feel like Scavenger must be the mystery 8th.
But he has the same name as one of the other Constructicons.
Maybe he changed his name from when he was like maybe he wasn't originally Scavenger. And in order to hide his identity from the other Constructicons,
maybe he's Stomper.
Maybe he should be named Stomper.
You know what?
And he lost the trademark to that in the 80s, so he had to become Scavenger.
Well, or maybe his name was really Twerker.
No, because he absolutely cannot twerk. Hey, can Red Alert use Hauler's hand bits? Wait a minute here. Okay, where's Red Alert? Where's Red Alert? You have Red Alert?
Maybe.
Yeah, let's find out. Rob wants to know if no. Oh, you want to know. Oh, Monica wants to know. So here
you want to know if it can use bits.
Wow, that's really in there.
Transformers have.
What on earth was that? Oh, you were doing I want to know.
Yeah.
What you're thinking. 'Cause there's something on your mind.
Let her need more pure energy.
Oh yeah! Look at that, huh? Yeah, we can absolutely give him Road Hauler's arm bits. So you all wanted to know, and now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Not
Yeah. So Rob mentioned he hasn't been able to bring himself to buy Road Hauler, unlike the Seekers or various Lambots, the Lamborghini ones. He just doesn't have the attraction to getting a third Mitsubishi Fuso character after Grapple and Inferno.
I'll tell you what.
We are releasing a review of Road Hauler this week.
It might change your mind.
Who knows? Cause he's got this whole situation going on.
Run.
All right, so yeah, let's go back to Scavenger. We've got Scavenger here, and so he does turn into a construction vehicle. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start by straightening out the arms. So we'll just straighten out those a little bit. Ooh, very snappy.
Colleen goes, he hungers, but does he hunger for Sinistars?
Where I live.
He hungers. There's another thing they said. We had a conversation on the way home about Sinistar's cereal.
That should be a cereal. It sounds like a cereal.
And I forgot that at some point it would go, he hungers.
Does it say he hungers? Oh. Because I know he says, I hunger.
Or maybe I hunger.
Yes, it's I hunger. So anyway, you flip up the hands. You flip back the thumbs. He's got thumbs, and he knows how to use them. You spin around the body at the waist. You take the shoulders.
Colleen, they're always after me, Sinistars.
And then we're just going to push.
The way he is currently sitting and where that Minicon is,
just deal with it, all right? He's transforming, all right? Just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Why won't they leave Scavenger alone?
So the legs are pegged into little mushroom pegs on these wheels here. So you just disconnect the shovels from that, and then you can swing them around. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to just pull this off of here, and then we'll be able to swing the whole thing around to the back. And now we can take the thumbs, and you see there's these square holes in the side. Right here, there's a square hole in the side. So you align the thumbs and just poke the whole thing into that little hole right there. There, like that. And then you can do that. And then we have, bring the whole thing down like this. And we'll bring the shovel around here like this. You can flip the feet down into the shovel. Take these little pieces and fold them backwards. And then put the shovel together like this. Just like that. And now he's got that going on. And then what you can also do is you can lock these into a forward position by taking these little flat pieces. Oh no, that came off.
Till all are broken.
It's not broken.
Till all are broken.
It just snaps out.
Till all are broken.
It's not a catchphrase. It's not broken. Look, it's back together.
It's not only is it a catchphrase, it is like, a way to live by on this stream.
So there, you just fold those in, and now the shovel stays at a consistent length. Although let's get it around here. Oh, you also want to take the chest adornment and fold it over, and now we can take this and we can put the ends of the shovel together and put it down here like this. And so as he rolls along, right here,
Didn't you make it so it was a consistent length and it won't do that?
No, it will, because
well.
here's what's going to happen. The shovel's actually going to go up and down.
Oh, that's right. The shovel goes up and down.
So here, let's do that, and you can't see it very well. Wait here. Yeah, get down there. There, you see, the shovel goes up and down, and every now and then makes noise.
The shovel on the bot goes up and down slightly, up and down slightly, up and down slightly.
And then also the little compartment here, his original Minicon fits in there. We found a guy that would sit in there. It looks like there's like a little thing in here, but and I'm clicking it. It doesn't seem to do anything. But nonetheless, so the Minicon can ride inside the thing. This guy barely fits, but he does fit. And so, yeah, passenger compartment. I like this as a construction vehicle. It's pretty cool looking. It's got working treads. It's got a cool wheel thingy. I forget what this thing is called. It makes a lot of noise though. But yeah, I mean, as big construction vehicles go, this is a cool toy. Yeah, he's fun, and he's got all sorts of neat little flourishes and gimmicks, and he looks decent. Yeah, I especially like that you can let the Minicon ride in the passenger compartment. The shovel goes up and down. He's got the working treads. I mean, there's just a lot of neat stuff happening with this toy that makes it pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really glad. I'm glad that I got this guy, and I'm glad to have him, and whenever we have him out, I play with him because he's fun. So yeah, that's Scavenger. He's yeah.
Beware, I live.
That. Okay, give me that. All right, so that is Scavenger. I really like Scavenger. So far, I think that Scavenger is my favorite of the larger scale Armada Autobots, what they were called Maxicons, I guess to differentiate themselves from Minicons. So yeah, Scavenger is cool, and he's lots of fun. And if you ever have a chance to get your hands on a Scavenger on the secondary market and it's not too much money, one thing that I would tell you to watch out for is that very commonly the treads are torn. And, that's not the end of the world because I have had some luck fixing them. And I even did a live stream showing that, which, so... That's actually pretty cool, and I think that rubbing a little bit of oil into them did kind of help to slow the dry rot. So I don't have hard data to back that up, but it's a hypothesis that has not been tested in laboratory conditions, admittedly. So yeah, that is Scavenger. Let's put Scavenger somewhere. We'll put. Oh, are you just gonna take it? All right. So.
Have that.
So don't. Nope. No. Just put him down. Just. So now we have. This is Optimus Prime.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
So this is small, deluxe-sized Optimus Prime, and he was paired with the Minicon Overrun, even though Overrun kind of bears a striking resemblance to a GoBot that, you know, turned into a gray jet. And yeah, you look at the face, and it kind of, here, let me move him out so the camera won't try and focus on him. But let's just zoom in here. So yeah, you look at him. He's a little bit similar to a certain gray jet from the GoBot franchise, except that the name from that GoBot was used for Megatron's Minicon, Leader 1. I feel like they were just trying to avoid any legal issues. You know, I feel like in spirit, this was intended to be Leader 1. And it made far more sense.
It should have just been Leader 2.
You know, Leader 2, yeah, I would. Yeah, Leader 2 spelled T-O-O.
Yeah, he's Leader 2.
He was like, I'm a leader of Minicons, and Optimus could be like, well, I'm a leader of Autobots, and he's like, together we're Leader 1 and Leader 2, and so yeah. So that is Overrun. I like the Nemesis Prime version of this guy. It's called Run Over. Which is just kind of brilliant. He does turn into, of course, a little jet. So we'll turn him back into a little jet. And pull out his wings. And flip up his tail and put his legs together. And see, he's a little jet. He's like a little space jet or something. Yeah, futuristic, not terribly realistic, but, you know, a little jet. I like the little jet mode. And what he also does is you can fold down the tail to reveal a 5mm post, and then you can put up the wings, and now he is a gun. And so you can put him, you know, on, well, let's see. He's got a Minicon port here, so he's got the Minicon port there. You can do that, and then you can have Prime with a gun on top, and you can also. I usually put him back here, and then have him like aimed up, and he's like a, you know. You know, that kind of a thing. And he can aim backwards and shoot at guys that are following Prime, and he can aim over Prime's cab, and so, you know, like, that's pretty cool. So what are you going on about over here?
Just, you know, so speaking of going on about stuff, someone on YouTube is here.
Oh, well. In that case, welcome someone on YouTube. I thought that I had seen you before, but I welcome someone on YouTube. Everybody say hi to someone on YouTube. See, that was my lame attempt at a joke. It wasn't a very good joke. No, we're not there yet. And you're not allowed to do that even when we are. So no. Give me that. So what Don is hinting at is that in addition to being to Little Prime being a Little Prime and turning into a small version of Armada Prime's truck mode, he also has a tow peg here, which is compatible with Large Prime's trailer. So he can actually, So he can actually pull the larger Prime's trailer, which is kind of a cool thing. I think that's actually very, very cool that they decided to do that. Now, obviously, he can't combine with this trailer, but you could turn it into base mode and let him interact with it that way, and of course pull it around. And does he need to pull it around? It's got treads. Ideally, it should be able to drive itself, which they actually did do in the cartoon. There was the episode
I feel
with the
with
forest
treads,
fire.
It would be difficult to pull it on its own. I don't think those would roll at the same rate tires would.
They probably would not, but this is freaking Optimus Prime. Or you know what? Chances are
that's Mini Prime trying to huffer that trailer. Let me carry that for you, Big Prime.
Yeah, you know, it would be funny if they had done an orange version of this with a different head sculpt and let him be Huffer, but you know, I would bet.
I'm a sad sack, but I can carry this for you.
I bet that when Prime is carrying the trailer, the treads are actually helping to propel it. You know, it's linked to Prime, but it's sort of like when you see several engines on a train, and they're, you know, it's not like the first engine is pulling the other engines; they're all pulling. So you know, I think that's what's going on there. But yeah, so little Optimus Prime. And, that's over there now. What a shame.
Yay, that was my goal all the time.
So,
tired of that big turd being here.
So, yeah, the trailer is, that's not my favorite Optimus Prime trailer to begin with. So, here we have his truck mode, and I like his truck mode. I dig his truck mode. Honestly, I never use him in conjunction with the trailer, because I'm not actually... Like, I think that the trailer is an amazing feat of engineering.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not a very cool-looking trailer. Yeah. And the combined mode is not my favorite version of Optimus Prime combined. It's so, you know, it's got a lot of amazing stuff that it does, but I'm just not. I just don't like it that much in terms of the aesthetics, and I don't play with it often. It's cool when it works, but I don't play with it often. But you can see that he does look a lot like his larger counterpart, except no big fists sticking out of the back. That's pretty cool. And you know, I think that the proportions are a little bit nicer in this version. The other one it seems a little bit squat, a little bit wide. The back end it seems strangely long. I just like this one so much better, and it feels like a more solid toy. It's a more solidly built toy. So you know, I this is one of my favorite Optimus Prime molds ever. Like this is one of my favorite Optimus Primes, and I like it because it's simple and unique, and just a lot of fun. Now you can take out Overrun here. We'll set him aside for a moment. He transforms almost exactly like the large version. You pull the legs out. So we're going to just slide those out just like that. You flip the feet out. You spread the legs apart. You pull the front grille away from the rest of the cab. That comes down here and then folds up. There's no matrix inside, by the way. Notice that there is no matrix inside. So, and then we'll fold that up there. And then we'll pull the shoulders up, and then pull these side panels out, and then fold each one up this way, and then have the shoulder fold back down. We'll fold this one up this way, and fold that back down, and then you can take the forearms, rotate them, or pivot them forward, and slide the forearms up, and they should click. My one criticism of this mold is that the forearms, they slide a little bit more easily than I would prefer. I wish that there was just a little bit more friction in there so that they would stay up. He oftentimes has the same problem that I have when I'm wearing a sweatshirt and the sleeves are too long. So, you can see how they kind of want to fall forward. But you put Overrun in his hand, and then he... now he, at least on that side, the sleeve won't slide forward. So that's the robot mode, and you take a look. For one thing, he's much better articulated than the larger counterpart. He's got a ball joint at the head, so he can say no, yes, no. He's got great shoulder articulation. His shoulders can go up and down and forward and around and back. He's got an elbow.
Of great shoulder articulation, Schmergen is here.
Oh, Schmergen! Welcome, Schmergen! That would be a great segue if I could still do my double jointed thing without causing myself horrible amounts of pain, because it's like, talk about shoulder articulation. What has two thumbs and great shoulder articulation? This guy right here.
Yeah, like when we were in high school, he'd talk about how like his deodorant like was shaped like this because he'd raise his, when
I'd pop my arm out of joint,
at which the ball of the bone joint would bulge out of his armpit.
It was really cool. Just so that you can imagine, that's a really cool... I was so cool in high school, you can imagine that I was like the most popular guy in school because I could do things like that. We're just going to leave that alone and let everybody speculate about the truth. So... The guy who has a YouTube channel all about old toys is probably not the guy who was cool in high school. So here is his robot mode. Like I said, he has great arm articulation. He has a swivel at the elbow as well as a bend. Not a whole lot of movement here, but it's still very playable. And then he's got a waist twist. He's got pretty good leg articulation. He can take his legs out and in. Not all the way, but pretty good. He can raise his legs up and back a little bit, and then he's also got a knee joint that is strangely stiff, but he can do a knee, and then he's got a toe tilt right there, and so that is Armada Optimus Prime, and we're going to get there. I'm not going to forget about that. Monica's given me the and it's like, we will not forget about the Minicon feature. So
that's what it does. Okay.
Yes, there is. So there is a special feature, of course, because you can't have an Armada guy without a special Minicon unlocked feature. And in the case of Prime, we have a Minicon port at the back that you put in your Minicon, and then I'm gonna. So I guess it could be punching action. I actually imagine that he's using his smokestacks as blasters, and so it is like a firing boom, 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 boom. So wait here, we'll do them since we've got. Be careful with Crystal Prime because
I'm
he's.
trying to be careful.
There we go. There we go.
Yes, I know. Crystal Prime is like all clear plastic. He is till all are broken syndrome. You know, I've been messing with Crystal Prime all night. And I'm like, no, it's for Clay to break, not for me to break.
But so yeah, so Prime in his robot mode, he has jiggle action.
It's not even really flailing action.
It's not even flailing. No, it's just a slight jiggle. So he does that. Also, you can take this guy and put him upside down on his back, and then it like gives him wings, and I think that's kind of cool. You know, that's cool. But
it gives him wings. It's like he's gonna fly away.
Yeah. And I'll pull up his sleeves because his sleeves keep coming down. But yeah, so you've got Prime here, and he's got nice proportions. He's got nice posability. This is a great little Optimus Prime. And I like the black gradation that they have on the chest here. I like the paint details. Like in everything that they did in this Prime is better than his larger counterpart. And it's one of those rare cases where I really love this toy so much better than the big one. Like this, and so every time they did a mold of this toy, I bought it. Like Nemesis Prime, I bought it. Ultra Magnus, I bought it. Crystal Prime, hell yes.
Crystal Prime, that's like crystal meth for him.
Except not blue. Well, part blue, but yeah, so let's go ahead and get a good view because he really is a very good-looking toy in terms of his robot mode, and I'll pull up the sleeves because he's even got an ankle tilt. That's what's amazing. Like he's got it all on UHF. So here we'll put him into a little bit of a cool looking Optimus Prime pose. There, he's looking very dynamic and oh so serious. I'm gonna brighten things up just a little bit because I feel like it's a little bit dark. So here, let's go here and blip that up. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, excuse me. It's that time of the night. And yeah, it's the fall. If that starts coming out of my face, we've got bigger problems than this live stream. So there we have his robot mode. He looks great. I mean, he just looks great. This is such a cool toy, and I really love this design of Optimus Prime. I remember reading the Optimus Prime wiki page way back in the day, and it talked about people a lot of people objected to the Energon Optimus Prime design because it was so different from the traditional Prime design. And Energon, okay? And see, yeah, Obesimus. And I remember thinking, that's not why people hate that toy. It's because he looks like an orange with legs. I mean, he was a ball with little chicken legs and little scrawny arms, and he had a crappy transform, and he was actually far more traditional in the design elements. He had the 2 windows on the chest. He turned into a cab-over truck. So they actually were much more faithful to Gen 1 Prime and the elements that he was known for having than this guy.
The day will never come that we forsake this planet and its people.
Thank you, Peter Cullen. So, but you look at this guy, no windows in the front. His chest is largely just the front grill. He's got big shoulders. He's got wheels on his shoulders. The smokestacks, I guess I could use that. Here, Monica.
Just while she's doing that, thinking of that clip where it's like, we will never forsake them. And in a few movies, I will be wanting to kill them all!
Were we so different? They're a young species. They have much to learn.
I will
But
kill
I've seen goodness in them. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
That's great. So yeah, there we have Prime. Yeah, I just can't say enough about how much I like this toy. I like the mold. I like everything about it. I like that he has a completely atypical truck design. He's just fun. He's cool, and honestly, even now when we're at toy shows and I see one of these, I'm always tempted to buy it just because I like this toy so much. So yeah, that is little Optimus Prime, little deluxe Optimus Prime. And let's set him aside for his clear counterpart, Crystal Convoy. So, Crystal Convoy is all the coolness of the toy that we were just looking at, except really, really delicate.
With all the wonderfulness of being entirely in clear plastic.
I am terrified every time I pull this toy out. He is beautiful.
And just think, I've been twerking with him all night.
I know. Believe me, that has not gone unobserved. You look at him and, like, even the wheels are made of translucent plastic. He is cool. I mean, translucent plastic is just cool. It looks awesome. And I don't know how this fits into the fiction. I don't care. He's just a cool
Well,
toy.
it says it's a Japanese TV magazine exclusive, represents Prime's ghost or spark after his destruction in the Armada cartoon. Only 5,000 were made. Clay will break one on this live stream tonight, so there will be 4,999.
I am not going to break one on the live
all are
stream
broken.
tonight. But yeah,
Adding to the collectability of them. One Prime at a time. Crack.
He is. I cherish this toy, and also
He cherished it
breaks
so
my...
much. He allowed me to get a hold of it.
And yet you didn't break it, so
Yet.
and I haven't broken it
Yet.
We're not going to break it. I'm going to attempt to turn it into a truck very carefully. So here we go. We're going to pull the shoulders up like he's doing the sound wave from the Gen 1 cartoon.
Satsune, destroy it like Kaiba, tearing up Blue Eyes White Dragons.
No, we're not doing that. So we'll just fold those up like that, and then we will bring the sleeves down and his arms back, and sleeves down, arms back, and then close them down against the cab of the truck. There we go. And that just tabs in like that. And then we will very carefully take this very thin piece of acrylic. I assume this is acrylic. Maybe it's ABS. But there we go. We'll close that there. We will put the legs together. Make sure that they're both straight. Put them both together. Flip in the feet. And then
Snap.
there we go.
Crunch,
and
crack.
then we can add overrun.
Add breaking
And
glass
there we
noise
go.
here.
There we go. Look at how nice he looks. I'm going to put him on the other camera so that you can see all the glory that is Crystal Convoy. Don't roll, Crystal Convoy. There he goes. Look at that. That is a cool looking toy. He is awesome. And like I said, all the coolness of the one that I just showed you, except terribly, terribly, scarily fragile. Yeah, I mean, this is a toy where even though it's got painted windows, I don't care. You know, I think that the silver that they used works and looks decent.
Was Crystal Convoy after they did the Starscream Ghost toy?
Or Crystal Convoy was 2003. So I don't.
This feels like, oh hey, we did that so well. They did a Starscream Seeker Jet using the same technique, so it was Starscream's Ghost.
Who knows? You know, like it's always cool when they do a Transformers toy clear. It's always cool. Like that's never not cool.
Rob S says Crystal Convoy, not to be confused with Crystal Pepsi.
No, because far more people think Crystal Convoy is cool than think Crystal Pepsi is cool. So that is Crystal Convoy, and Ghost Starscream was an eHobby exclusive in 2001.
Oh.
All right, so Ghost Starscream came first. All right.
Oh, that's right, because they did a Gen 1 Starscream out of clear plastic.
Yes,
I was thinking the...
yes, they did.
I was thinking the one I was thinking about was the Legends... The Seeker mold, you have 20 billion...
Oh, the Generations mold.
Yeah,
which
I think you have the Starscream Ghost of that one.
Well, I have a knockoff of it.
But
yes.
Yeah, you have like 18,000 of those guys lining one shelf. You kind of like that mold.
I loved that mold. That's why I didn't really bother with Earthrise Starscream for a long time, or any of the other Seekers, because it's very similar. It's slightly bigger, and the Generations mold is nicer.
Yeah, for me, I'm waiting for the Coronation
Core class.
No, the Coronation Starscream at Walmart to go to Ollie's cheap, and then I'll pick it up.
You know what? That would be worthwhile.
Yeah,
'cause
and then you get that mold with extra bits.
Here's the thing: I would pay real money for an actual Coronation Starscream that is made to look the way he was drawn in Transformers the movie in that scene. Because he had all those, the exaggerated proportions, you know, really big fat arms and big boobs and a little tiny head and super high. He was animated out, and that was awesome. But they've, you know, all they do is they take a normal Starscream and put a crown on him and say, it's Coronation Starscream!
Well, they gave him shoulder pads, but they're extra bits.
Yeah, they don't even integrate into the transform. Yeah, I want a version of Coronation Starscream that transforms with the shoulder pads, with the cape, like it's all part of the deal, not just extra pieces that you have to take off.
So Monica's Coronation Starscream is $39.99 on Amazon. I'm waiting for it to go lower at Ollie's.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get to $20 because he's a leader class. I don't think the leader class ever get to about $20 there.
Maybe 25?
25.
Maybe 25?
I'm thinking $29.99. They usually go for just under 30. And then if I buy it with a 15% off coupon, I'll get it for even less. Kind of like that Cyclonus I got.
Yeah.
That Cyclonus I got for under $20.
So that's it. That is part 4 of our ongoing Armada retrospective series. I hope that you've enjoyed it. And what are you staring at?
Setsune goes, give us thick Starscream.
Yes, give us thick Starscream. We want thick Starscream. We want thick Starscream. We want thick Starscream. Well, thank you for that.
Till all are broken.
I can fix it. I can fix it. There. I can see you're very broken up about it.
He was the broke one anyway. So just...
Yeah. He was the broken one, and now
he's more broken.
He's more broken, but that's okay. We will fix him. It just
It
years
came
of
unglued.
So how did I do that?
Not very
because-
well, apparently.
No, actually, I mean this. I think that is Sculpey, and it seems to be molded into the shape of that. So I'm guessing that was super glue. I think it's super glue. So I think we'll just be able to super glue it back on there, and that'll be good. Yeah. So, all right. Well, so. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed our part 4 of our retrospective series on Transformers Armada. So, at least it wasn't Crystal Prime. I
wouldn't have been working Crystal Prime that hard. I was just like, oh, I got the trash one here. It'll be fine. Whoops.
So anyway, if you like this live stream, then please give it a thumbs up. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that you know when we're doing live streams like this one, which typically happen every Friday night at 8:00 p.m. Eastern United States time. Also, keep an eye open for our wait. Machiavellic says Clay equals Fix-It Felix, and Don equals Wreck-It Ralph. Maybe you should be wearing the the Till All Are Broken.
You think about it. Okay, so we've never got around to so you have your own OG character for Final Faction.
Yes.
And we talked about how, well, I need one. Now you are Scrapyard, the guy who builds
yes.
who builds stuff. So obviously, well, who would I be? I'm the guy who tests them.
Sure, and since I am wearing the Till All Are Broken T-shirt, if you wanted merch, look on our TeePublic site. We do have the Till All Are Broken T-shirt. Wait here, let me make this a little bit. There. We want to see the TeePublic site. There. So yeah, you can get a Till All Are Broken T-shirt in any one of these awesome colors, or you could get it as a mug, or I think I slowed down the internet, or a pillow, or any other of the cool swag that you can get by going to our TeePublic site, which is #1 robot, which is the word number. And then the actual number 1, and then the word robot.
And then after you get a T-shirt, you can go to your local vintage hobby store and get yourself a inexpensive Bayverse Transformer and just wrench it in half while you're at it.
Yes, you absolutely could. So anyway, like I was saying before everything just went to crap. Everything went all Green Lantern. Thank you, Ryan Reynolds, Green Lantern. So, also, if you would like to support the channel, then consider joining our Patreon. We do have different tiers with different rewards as our way of saying thank you. Seriously, thank you to all of our patrons for all your help. We appreciate all the help that we can get. And with that being said, we have a very special guest here to thank our patrons. It is the Chaos Bringer himself. No, not you. Unicron!
Thank you, patrons, our ultimate retro heroes. Thank you, Vetchbeer, Robus, Matt White, Starhound, Setsune Wave, Dawn, Hope and Michael D, and Colleen. Thank you. Now, no, get away from me. Get away from me. I don't. Everybody hates you. Everybody hates you.
Shine his light on your darkest hour.
And nobody, you don't see it, anybody. Everybody hates that movie. Get away.
So, well, that was... We'll just set Unicron over there, and no, Ryan Reynolds is on the floor, and...
oh, what a shame, what a shame.
Poor Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. It's a rough existence. Anyway, so next week we are celebrating fall, the fall of Cybertron. We're gonna look at some of the video game toys from the video game that everybody liked. Like, I think everybody liked that video game. It was a good video game. That was cool. So yeah, they're actually War for Cyber. Well, they were both really good. You know, they're both good. So, and we'll probably treat both video games as one. I mean, you know, War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, it's all one thing. So anyway, that is what you can look forward to next week. So a special thanks to everyone in the chat, starting with Ty Guy,
Rob S,
Colleen,
Asher and Michael Spicer,
Nate, Connie, Lyric, and Cadence Billion,
Setsune Wave,
Perry Viking,
Hope,
Osaka Jack,
Grayscale,
Tracy,
The Machiavellic,
Stolas,
someone on YouTube,
Smurgeon, and of course, a big thank you to you for coming over and continuing our Armada retrospective. And a toast to Monica, without whom none of this would be possible. All right, that is it. Now you can keep it going because we're doing the sign off now. So that is it. Thank you everyone for joining me. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend. And if you are in a dangerous area, then stay safe, stay dry, and most importantly, keep it retro. Come on, do it.
Nope.
Keep it retro. Come on, do it. Keep it retro. Come on, do it.
Nope.
Keep it retro. Come on, do it.
Get
Keep
back.
it retro. Bots. They couldn't see it again. They couldn't see it again.
It's okay.
You know? They don't even know why I'm saying again, because They haven't seen the short circuits.
No.
No, but we'll hopefully they'll see the short circuits. We're gonna release short circuits. We
Are we?
actually recorded.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we recorded short circuits.
Did we?
Yep. It's exciting. Oh no, the music stopped. I should probably stop the stream. I mean, at the point where the music stops, then the stream is over. Like everybody else is turning off their computers. Well, I guess now we really do have to